So I'm taking, like, last year I took human geography, and like in 10th grade I'm going to take world history. But a lot of colleges don't accept those as like credits. So is it still smart to take world history as a class?
Good question. What grade are you in? You're in the 10th grade, okay. So have you started looking at the colleges you might want to go to? Okay, good. So what you want to do, especially if you're in the 9th or 10th grade and you started researching the colleges you want to go to, what you want to do is twofold. Number one, do your research. If you go to the admissions page of many of these colleges, they will list out the classes they take for you. They would say we want 2 years of this, 1 year of that, this and that. The second thing you want to do as a follow-up is actually call them. They look forward to that. The question you just asked me, you want to ask college after college. The reason why I say that is because different colleges have different policies, right? So what one college might be flexible about, another college might be very rigid about. You might call the admissions committee, and during your conversation they might ask, well, what do you want to major in? And you say, I want to major in XYZ. And they will say, well, for this particular major, actually you don't need this. You can come and take it on our campus, right? Because that's that particular college's policy. So what you want to do is do your research and then call them for more information. Did I answer the question? Alright, good. Oh boy. Alright. I'll be back to you, sir.
So when you're going to grad school, there are two kinds of tests to take, GRE and the GMAT. Which one do you think is like better? And then also like the scores that they require, they don't really post it on like, oh, aim for this score. How high do you think you should aim for when you're taking those tests?
What do you want to go to grad school for? Okay, good. The reason why I ask that is because it really does depend on what you want to go for. You might want to go for MIS like she wants to. You might want to go for your MBA. You might want to go for like a master's in a particular engineering area, so maybe chemical engineering. It does depend. I know the GMAT is required by many MBA programs, but more and more these days we are seeing that MBA programs are open to the GRE, okay? Now for the MIS, I'm pretty sure all you need to take is the GRE, because the GMAT is just for like management, MBA, and those kinds of things. In terms of the score you need to get, it really does depend on what kind of school you want to go to, okay? It depends on just the rigor and the selectiveness of the school that determines how high you should aim for. I'll tell you a story. I mentioned before that typically you don't go to MIT from where I started off from. Well, what helped me? I got perfect scores on the GRE, alright? So if you're trying to go to MIT from there, you need all your ducks to be perfectly lined up. Like, you can't be playing. Like, there are just way too many people trying to get in, right? And so I just knew from the back of my mind that I was starting from a disadvantage, so to speak, because I was coming from a small school, and I just knew I had to just hit it out of the park, right? So I started preparing for the GRE in sophomore year, which I shouldn't have been doing, but I just thought, if I'm not going to do well at this thing, it should not be because I didn't do my best. Like, if it doesn't happen, then I should be able to look back and say, you know what? I laid it all down on the field, and that was that. And so I started from sophomore year, and God helped me. Constant preparation, I was able to get perfect scores. And so what I'll suggest to you is do your research right now about what particular schools do I want to go to, and then, based on that, determine this is where I need to get to, and then start working towards that. If you need to get a very high score for where you're trying to go to, which you should want to go to a top place, you want to start preparing early to make sure that you achieve that. Did I answer that question? Okay. I think I skipped